Alrighty, looks like we are live. So today we're going to be starting off where we left off with chapter 19. Now, first we got to do some housekeeping stuff just to make sure everything is copacetic. So I'm gonna have to check to make sure everything looks good. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. So you guys can hear me. That's great. Looking good. Perfect. All right. So I just had to play it on my phone to make sure everything is nice and good. All right. So last time we stopped at chapter 18. So today we're gonna pick up from chapter 19. Anyways, without further ado, I'm yapping too much. Stream is live. We're working. We're talking. Everything looks good. So let's just jump right into it. All right. Cool. Let me back up a little bit. I'm a bit too close. All right. Perfect. So last time we saw we saw the MC basically go on another level because he was pushed to the brink and showed us a different level to those demon swords. So let's see. Oops. What's wrong with my streaming thing? There we go. Finally. Okay. All right, we're back. So sorry, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. That's not where I was. That is not where I was. Please, please take me where I need to be. There we go. Perfect. Holy moly, please. Can I? Why is it that when you want to stream, right? That when you don't want things to go wrong, that's when things go. Anyways, we're good now. We're here. All right, chapter 19. There we go. Ooh, cool poster, by the way. Aura farming as usual. I'm not gonna lie. This guy really does, really does aura farm. Okay, cool. Chapter starts with a lot of blood everywhere. The Sazanami family. Well, we do need info. What did you want help with? If you know about the Sazanami family, then you know about the Rakuzashi auction, right? Wait, how did we get here? Sorry, I gotta go back to. I think I skipped a chapter. Yup, I definitely skipped a chapter. Sorry, guys. I was like, what? That doesn't add up. There we go. All right. Perfect. That works. Okay. So, about 5 years ago, when Samurai, my pet praying mantis, ran away. Oh, name the Primantis named Samurai. Makes sense, they're pretty fast. I was overcome by sadness for some time, but then I gritted my teeth and pushed through it. Okay, first of all, I haven't seen this character. It's like a new character. Around this time, I'd lost my entire family, okay? Boy, it's the same thing. You just have to grit your teeth and push through. Okay? He's sipping from a drink. Next thing, he starts spitting out the drink. Weird. I don't know who this character is. Their only purpose is to kill, okay? Oh, he was watching when I forget the name of this character when he was using the lightning sword or whatever that sword was, the demon sword, and just going crazy. So this character that's just been introduced in this chapter was watching, and it seems like there was a bright light. He was in a store, and I think he just kind of got the aftermath of the attack. But he seems fine. A bit puzzled watching two of them fight. What just happened? He's saying something about a lightning rod. Wait, what? Did he absorb the lightning? No way, he'd be dead. He'd have to be dead. Okay, so the character is analyzing the fight that happened a couple chapters ago. So this is like a flashback in a way, showing us a POV of this new character that we've never seen before. Okay, he's watching. Oh, he is dead. He's thinking to himself. He's collapsing. Well, that makes sense. That's how it goes. And he does something like a move. And the new character that's been introduced, thinks to himself, Samurai, his pet Primantis. Interesting. I did not get that whole sequence, like when it comes to reading manga, I swear to God, it's almost like I have some sort of dyslexia with reading manga, but it will make sense as I keep going. So thinking, there's another flashback, right? I have a job to do. That day, a samurai lit my helpless existence on fire. Okay, new character introduced has been punched in the face. I feel like I'm going to like this new character. I don't know why. It's just like a feeling I have. Wait, why am I getting beat up? Okay. Who's that dude? He tried to interfere when we were kidnapping the kid. Oh, right. He's thinking to himself. Oh, he tried to interfere. That's why he's getting beat up. He tried to interfere when they're trying to kidnap the kid. Run. He told the girl to run. Who are you? The kid's getting away. Oh, no, you don't. and they punched him up. Okay, so he's kind of a good guy. And he goes, "Take me with you." They looked at him kind of like crazy. Okay, stupid kid running the bus, ruining the bus's fun. Relax, it's almost the Rakuzaishi auction. I can buy plenty of young flesh to butcher there. A little fast before the feast is good. You know, this Yakuza or whatever this gang is, they're like the lowest of the low in terms of like just being like scumbags. But that kid who got away was totally your type, boss. But what do you mean by your type? Are there all some Epstein nonsense in this manga? What do you mean your type? That was a kid. And that's an old bald man. Oh, I can't wait for them to get chopped up with that sword. So much for fast. Okay, this is taking a very dark turn. I'm not gonna keep reading. Hear that? It was pointless. Why'd you do such a dumb thing? I thought maybe I could be like him. Oh, he was looking up to. Golly, I can't remember the main character's name. That's actually nuts. Give me a second. What is. Oh my god, this is so poor for me. Chihiro. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. All right, so I literally don't read this unless I'm online. Trust me, I do want to read it offline, but because I started this online, I will finish it online with you guys. All right, so he was talking about Shihiro. He was trying to be like Shihiro because what Shihiro did for the kid and everything, but he seems to be weak, no special abilities yet, but we don't know. And he's thinking to himself, I thought maybe I could be like him. Yeah, I was out of my league. No wonder I wound up like this. So they're basically like just stomping him up and jumping him. The Yakuza goes, little warm, like you trying to act big, huh? Well, he's trying to be a hero. Can't knock that. And he goes with bleeding eyes, Iso! A sorcerer? The first of all exclaim. But nothing happens, it's a dud. He just goes, Iso, nothing happens. Hee, just kidding. He laughs. And then the Yakuza goes, a bluff? So you think you're funny, eh? Have fun roughing him up good before you chop him up and toss him. Yo, these guys are just the worst of the worst. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, did you see that? What's this ISO crap about? What a dope. Yo, look out the window. Ooh. Wait. Okay, so he was in the place when Shihiro came and massacred everybody. Seeing a flying goldfish, that usually means Shihiro is in the corner. I love how Shihiro in this panel, you guys can see it obviously for copyright reasons, but he's just kind of lurking in the windows and in the shadows. And they're just like, hey, it's a goldfish, he's coming. Oh, so they do know this move. And while the goldfish were just swimming outside, oh my god, this I wish I could share this with you guys. But hopefully some of you have already read this manga. But the goldfish is like floating outside the window, and while that's happening, there's just like a illustration of Shihiro just cutting them up, like literally dicing them. Would you have hands being separated from bodies, and he's just going through at great speeds, just literally annihilating everyone in the hallway, while the goldfish just calmly floats on the outside. Honestly, Shihiro is like the boogeyman to these guys. It's like the John Wick of this verse, and I love it. And honestly, they deserve it. Oh my god, this guy! There's not a panel of Shihiro where he doesn't look like he's aura farming. I hope the anime actually does a good job reflecting that. He goes Kuro and B slices up some of their necks. So it's just a bunch. It's a one-sided massacre. Goes, so you're the guy who's been on a rampage the last few days. One of the yakuza guys on the ground, and he says, what do you want?" Shihiro is thinking. So Sojo was a mere puppet. Shihiro says, what do you mean? This is a flashback to Shiba. I remember Shiba, I don't remember Shihiro. Isn't that weird? I forget the main character's name, but not Shiba. To be fair, Shiba is hard to forget. Where's the Shinushi? How would I know? Okay, so that was when in the last chapter he was looking at that. He went into the house that was guarded, and then two strong guys came out and was trying to make it seem like, oh, they were so strong. And I told you guys that he was bluffing because Shiba is built different. And in this panel, those two guys were on the floor, one unconscious, and he's torturing the other one to get information with his hands in his pocket, just to let you know how much of a light work that was for Shiba. Where's the Shinushi? How would I know? The guy basically mocking Shiba. First of all, Sojo didn't have the Shinushi, And then Shiba goes, what? But he put it up for auction. He said they just used his name. Someone else was pulling the strings. Okay, so that's how he knows Sojo was just a puppet. And now Shihiro basically says the Hishaku, like they were the ones pulling the strings. The storehouse from the last chapter was mostly full of research papers about weapons not related to the Shinushi or the Hishaku, seems like. Sojo wasn't connected to the auction at all. Hmm. So that was a misdirect. So they're not any closer to catching the Hishaku. Then why do you have Cloud Gouger? It's the only usable Sacred Blade. Right. Plus, they are openly auctioning the Shinushi. There's a lot of creepy aspects to this, correct? I guess we'll get the answers on the day of the auction. It all stinks to high heaven, Shiba says. Yeah, that's why if we want to get the Shinushi back, we should do it before the Rakuzashi auction. Okay, these guys are just messing with my manga dyslexia at this point because all these many names, I ain't gonna remember any of them. Rakuzashi, Shinushi, Hishaku, bruh. Alright, Shiba goes. So then first, we make contact with the Sazanami family, assuming they're significant. The Sazanami family is a powerful clan of the underworld. They're a family of sorcerers who, for 2 centuries, have controlled the Rakuzaishi, the black market auction that attracts VIPs of the underworld from all over Japan. Okay, it's just around the corner. It doesn't matter who put them up for auction. The auction items are all being held by the Sazanami family by now. Instead of making a grab for it the day of the Rakuzashi, it will be faster to contact the Sazanami family ahead of time. That said, they lurk in the shadows. There's very little known about them. Very few can get in touch with them. Just the fat cats of the underworld. Okay, so they're trying to get to the Sazanami family, who seem like big dogs in the underworld and seem to be a very big player when it comes to this auction they've been talking about. The Rakuzashi customers who have connections to the Sazanami family are disgusting lowlives, all of them. Yeah, just a few panels ago, some guy was talking about the little girl being his type on some Trump type of energy, allegedly. Then we'll just have to dig through the who's who of society's underbelly. Yeah, I have a question. So now we're back to present time. He's torturing or questioning Yakuza that's unconscious. I have a question. Hey, and then that guy, the character that was introduced this chapter, just goes samurai. So he's calling, oh, okay, so his pet mantis to him, that he named his pet mantis samurai, and I guess to him, his pet mantis was some sort of hero. So when he saw Shihiro doing the things that he was doing with Sojo, he was like samurai, because samurai was some like a pet he had. So I guess his he saw qualities of his pet in Shihiro, so he's calling Shihiro samurai. And Shiro looks at him an enemy, basically almost unaliving this dude. But he goes, an enemy? No, he looks more like a prisoner. He goes, you okay? He says, I see it now. The new character says, I still know his name. What I need in my life is a samurai. That's you. Shiro just looking at him like very confused, like What's this guy on about? And then he thinks to himself, he's confused. And then Shiro goes, calm down, please. Do you know where you live? What's your name? So Shihiro is just trying to be a hero to save him and get him to where he has to be because he's a prisoner. It goes, it's the second time. The second time, dude. I am Hakuri Sazanami. Oh, he's a member of that family. Okay. Pleased to meet you. Okay, but slow down. He goes, this is fate. This is fate. And then Shiro just like, I ain't got time for this. I'm out of here. And Shiro starts walking away. But then, let me look at his name again because I will forget. Hakuri Sazanami follows after him quickly, and Shihiro picks up the pace. It goes, I need your help. I seriously can't do this alone. Shihiro picks up the pace even more, like increase the distance between him and this guy. And the guy goes, you're super fast, but not giving up, still chasing Shihiro. Okay. So Shihiro finally stops and asks, what did you say your name was? Exactly. He did say he was Sazanami, and you remember the Sazanami family is the family you need for the auction stuff. He repeats, Hakuri Sazanami. Goes Sazanami, repeats it again. Yeah, you've heard of us? Well, we're a fairly influential family of sorcerers, but a lot of stuff's happened. Will you listen to my story? Shiro looks at him with a blank face. Okay, so now we're at chapter 20. And then it goes on about the Sazanami family. Well, we do need info, Shiro thinks to himself. And then he asks the Sazanami family guy, what did you want help with? If you know about the Sazanami family, new guy says, what's his name? Shizushi? What's his name? Hakuri. Oh my god, I'm terrible with names. Hak Hakuri. Let me take off Hakari from JJK. Hakuri says, if you know about the Sazanami family, then you know about the Raikuzaishi auction, yeah? I want to eradicate that loathsome event. Oh, he's a good Sazanami guy, but he has no power. Alright, Shiro just goes, I roll. But the Sazanami control the Rakuzashi, so why? Yeah, well, I used to be part of the family. The motto of the Sazanami family is honor the Rakuzaishi above all else. Those born into the family are trained in sorcery from a young age. We have to be super strong to protect the Rakuzaishi with our lives. He wasn't super strong. He couldn't handle a bunch of sorcerers. He tried to do sorcery, it was a complete dud. He goes ISO and nothing happens. So I guess he. Oh, never mind. The next panel explains everything. I should have kept on reading. I was the weakest to ever. I was the weakest kid ever born to this Sasudami without any talent for sorcery. Plus, I got in the way of the business. Okay, so he has a good heart, but he's weak as hell. I'm guessing he might end up being like a Rock Lee character who ends up finding his own way and his own strength without actually learning how to use sorcery. We'll see. Oh, they disowned him because he was too weak. Damn, so he's never a part of the family. Living humans and corpses are sold at the event. Oh, that family is horrible. The sellers and buyers are all despicable. It was normal to me as a kid, but one day I realized how disgusting it was. It caused so much suffering for so many people. The Rakuzashi must be stopped. I completely agree. Fair play to you, Hakuri. Is saving people your thing? Your thing? He asks Shihiro. Shihiro is just with a blank face. Not really. I'm just trying to learn more about the Rakuzashi. Oh, that's cold. Shihiro is just trying to act all cold like Sasuke. He's doing like a Sundari thing. He really likes to save people. He's a good guy. Deep, deep inside, he's a good guy. He's just trying to pretend. What? That's wild. I'm a Sazanami. What a crazy coincidence. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. Oh, are you? So, if you're a Sazanami, does that mean you have inside information, like, for example, where they keep the goods? Shihiro's trying to figure that out. And then Hakuri goes, yeah, I do. What, you want to steal something? Shihiro straight up goes, yeah, the Shinichi. And then Hakuri goes, I'm just a peon. But if I'm not mistaken, the Shinichi is this year's headliner. If you get your hands on it, the Rakuzashi will be finished. He says, the Rakuzashi will be finished. If you get your hands on it. Because wait, in other words, we share the same goal. He taps Shihiro on the shoulder. I've heard of the Shinichi. That thing's crazy powerful, right? You want to steal it and use it for what? He asks Shihiro. Shihiro goes, I don't know. I'll figure it out after I get it back. I'm just scared. Interesting. He's scared. Scared of what? And that puzzles Hakuri for a bit. The Shinichi is a sacred blade. It's important to me, Shihiro says. If someone's auctioning the Shinichi, then they are up to something. There's going to be bloodshed. Okay, so he's scared of what this auction means and the fact that the Shinichi is up for sale. If I don't do something and the sacred blade takes the lives of innocent people, I wouldn't be able to bear that. Oh, it's because of what Sojo did, right? Because Sojo got a hand on his sacred blade or demon blade or whatever and was able to go on a berserk and kill a lot of, or potentially harm a lot of innocent people. Actually, killed a lot of people because with the blade. So Shiro kind of feels like he bears some responsibility because his dad made those blades, and it's his responsibility to make sure that they don't fall into the wrong hands. So right now, that's why he's saying he's scared of going to the auction. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, all right. Phone rings. Shiba's calling. Shiro picks the phone. Shiba goes, "Hello." Okay. He goes, "Oh, Mr. Shiba, everything okay? All right." Just to chatting. All good here. What's up? Shiba just casually in the mansion with dead people around him. I heard from Azami. I'll tell you the details later. This later. The Kamunabi. He hangs up on Shiba. And then Hikaru goes, what was that about? Goes, I need to get back to base quick. You come too. Okay, so basically, oh, okay, they didn't tell us what happened. He just said the Kamunabi, he hangs up, and Shiro basically gets, I guess, the deal of the gist of it all. And basically, what he got from that call was someone's coming after him, so they have to go back to base. Okay, He comes out of the elevator. There's some guy, some shadowy figure just standing there. Shiro looks all cold and deadly eyes. And Shiba goes, your pursuer's name is Hiyuki. Oh, that's the guy from the last chapter that's apparently like really strong. That was sent by some sort of group of people to come and attack Shihiro. Oh, by the way, I just want to show this off. This is my favorite series. Oh, that's kind of cool because the middle is green, so it's kind of transparent. But it's my favorite series, Hunter x Hunter, and really like this CD. Anyways, I digress. Go back to the. Let's go back to what I was talking about. All right, your pursuer's name is Hiyuki Kagari, wielder of the flame bone of the starving. The flame bone is similar to the sacred blades. It has powers beyond regular sorcery. Okay, and it goes. The guy, what's his name? Hiyuki. Hiyuki goes, Rikuo, give me a hand. All right. Excuse me? Did his hand just transform? Yuki goes, I've been looking for you, Shihiro Rokuhira. I'll give you one warning. Lay down that sacred blade and I'll put away Flamebone. Okay, so it's like fire. Oh, that's dangerous. And is this a guy or a girl? Because I see heels. So I think it's a girl, Hiyuki. Might be a girl. Hiyuki sounds like a girl's name. And then I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know. But her hands are flaming, I guess you could say. I'll give you one warning. Lay down that sacred blade and I'll put away Flamebone. Okay, Shiro is definitely not going to surrender. Uh, what is his name? The Sazanami kid. It's like Hakari, but not Hakari. Hakuri? Hakuri? Hikaru? Hakuri? I think Hakuri. Hakuri is thinking Sacred Blade. Oh, that's a Sacred Blade. And Rokihira. Isn't that the people who were here when we arrived? Oh, no. Oh, he's just thinking Rokuhira, isn't that? And then it kind of tears off, and then Shiro continues the thinking. The people who were here when we arrived are gone, and this vibe is this his sorcery. This space is a holy sumo ring, separate from the regular world. Okay, interesting. Is this like a domain expansion? What did you say? It's like a is a holy sumo ring. It's giving very much domain expansion. Okay, weird. I don't understand what's going on. The spell won't dissolve until the match is over. Interesting. And from the looks of it, it's like his hand has turned to skeleton, like the Hiyuki guy, girl. Hands has turned to skeleton because of the flame bone. And it goes, you're a Kamunabi. You are Kamunabi, right? I have no reason to fight the Kamunabi, so. Oh, okay. He's super fast, or she's super fast. Attacks Shihiro. And then she goes, we have a reason to fight you. Hand over the sacred blade. Okay, so the Kamunabi, like I said, they're like the elders in JJK. They just care about maintaining the status quo. There's no nuance. They're just kind of old hair, traditional, jaded people. And they just sent this girl to get the sword back, and that's all they care about. Anyways, Shihiro's not giving away the blade, so he attacks. And then now Shihiro is activated his own demon sword. It goes Aka. Okay, Iyuki kind of evades very quickly. So you just barely managed to parry that. Okay. Where's the other sacred blade? What's it called? The cloud thing, cloud gouger. Yuki asks. And then Shiro thinks, even red didn't fully absorb it. Its spirit energy is immense, so this is Flamebone. And then he goes, in response to the question, I broke Cloud Gouger. And this shocks Yuki. Goes, oh, you broke it? A sacred blade can be broken? He asks. She asks the sumo thing that was there, and the sumo guy goes, he's lying. Hey, are you lying to me, you punk? She says to Shihiro, it doesn't matter anyway. I let it go. I have no interest in killing you. He said, let it go. I have no interest in killing you. Yuki goes, this again. And then Shihiro's eyes like all dark and intent on following through what he just said. Okay, so the girl goes, I see. Noble beliefs, huh? Whatever your beliefs, an individual who wields the sacred blade is acting in self-service. You've got no business wielding a weapon of that magnitude in self-service. It should be controlled by the Kamunabi for the welfare of the nation. Okay, what gives the Kamunabi the God-given right to own the sacred blades? All right, so she goes Riku ribs, and ribs literally like bones come out from the ground, kind of like wanting to grab Shihiro, but Shihiro jumps to the ceiling, escaping or evading the attack. And by the way, mind you, this space is not real. It's a fake space that was created from sorcery. She goes, he lost his right shoulder and almost everyone he admired. Oh, she's talking about Kazane. You met Kazane, right? He lost his right shoulder and almost everyone he admired. Oh, I think that was the only surviving Kamunabi from the fight with Sojo. Note to self, make sure you bring water on the streams. His tragedy is what happens when an individual possesses a sacred blade. Oh, Hiyuki is putting pressure or really attacking Shihiro while talking to Shihiro. Now you know that is how you know somebody is really strong. Okay, if you continue wielding that sacred blade, it will bring more misery. Alright, so they both have different ideals, but they're not necessarily evil, it's just conflicting interests in this moment. The samurai's on the defensive. So the bystander, the guy with the pets, Primantis, who calls it Primantis, a samurai. The new character doesn't introduce this chapter. He goes, the samurai's on the defensive. He's clearly in trouble. And he thinks to himself, hey, samurai, if you continue wielding that sacred blade, it will bring more misery. Kind of like a highlight. If I don't do something and the sacred blade takes the lives of innocent people. Okay, so he's recalling the conversation that he had with Shihiro earlier, and that was why he was going so far to get the blade from Sojo. And then this guy who's literally a weak sorcerer with no talent for sorcery is trying to rush in, but he's thinking to himself, why am I hesitating? I love that. There's something beautiful about characters that don't have the power to do something, but still standing up for what is right, despite their inability to actually do something. And I think there's something admirable about a character like that. So Hakuri, I'm liking you so far. Hopefully you get strong in the future because you need power to make change. Anyway, he goes go to hell. So he's scared, right? And he still rushes in to try and help and interfere in the fight. He goes in. Ooh, he gets punched with the flame bone. Oh my goodness. This guy, since he's been introduced, all he's been doing is getting punched in the face. So he gets in and gets punched, kind of basically takes a punch for Shihiro because I guess he was trying to help Shihiro out. And that was all she wrote. Oh no, he's still conscious. Okay, your circumstances. Who should wield the sacred blade? I don't really get it all. He's talking. But is it really that complicated? You saved me, he says. Oh, that's kind of wholesome. That's kind of wholesome. I guess for him, it's like that's all that matters. Because it's true, when Sojo made that move, if Shihiro wasn't there, everyone in the premises would have been killed. Hey, shout out to you. Hey, cool, man. Appreciate you showing up, man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to your anime all day TV 6703. Thank you for showing up. All right, you saved me. I just don't mean today. Okay, like I said, it's the second time. I was nearby when you fought that lightning dude. You deliberately took the electrical attack and saved me and everyone else there. And then the sumo character in the background goes, sounds like a good guy, and Hiyuki just goes, shut up. That's so funny. From that time, so Shihiro is thinking he probably doesn't even realize because Hakuri was in a restaurant when this happened. Goes that katana suits you, Hakuri says, because he's a good guy. He saves people. Hiyuki is going hurry up and wipe those guys out so we can go get the Shinushi. Oh, so that's he's telling Shiro to wipe out the sumo guy and Hiyuki. And Hiyuki's like, what? Kind of feels insulted because of that. Oh yeah? Oh, you're going back to these earlier chapters are nostalgic. Okay, I'm happy I can do that for you, man. And yeah, like it's really fun. I just started it because I don't know, I was thinking about it for a long time and decided to jump into it and I'm enjoying it so far. It's the art style is great, the storyline, everything, like no notes on my end. Anyways, they're after the Shinoshi. All the more reason we should waste him now. Okay? And then he's on the ground. Hakuri goes, I'm in bad shape. I might pass out. He's thinking to himself. By the way, this guy took a straight attack from the sacred weapon, the flame bone. And Hyuka goes, like I said, a dangerous thing like that should be in the hands of the nation. In other words, the Kamunabi. Shihiro Rokuhira, if you're really such a good guy, cooperate and hand over the enchanted blade. Okay, so this is the thing now, right? What makes the Kamunabi the people that can handle that kind of power? Why is it that this Hiyuki person is so trusting of the Kamunabi? I don't know. I don't trust the Kamunabi, but we'll see. So far, they're being portrayed to be the good guys, but we don't know. There's no tricks behind Tafuku's sorcery. Until the duel is over, nobody can leave this space. There's no way we'll just let you go. You just have two choices. You can either give us the sword or not. If you don't, we'll kill you. Ooh. And there's the sword's internal and then there's the sword's internal contract. If you resist, you'll die as a traitor to your nation. The only thing is, I don't relish killing a weakling. Oh, burn! Is she calling Shihiro a weakling? Okay, how strong is this Hiyuki person? You killed Sojo after he tamed the Cloud Garger, right? You haven't shown those skills yet. If we're gonna do this, then no more of this lukewarm crap. Oh, Yuki's getting like she's talking spicy. She wants the smoke. She really wants this to. Anyways, the enchanted blades are dangerous. In that case, and then okay, no, Shira's thinking to himself. Seriously, when it comes to reading manga, I'm terrible at this. Anyways, he's thinking to himself, the enchanted blades are dangerous. I've learned that firsthand. So Shiro says outwardly, in that case, and he's still going through in his head, about the conversations he's had. As a weapon of mass destruction, there's still tools for killing people. When an individual possesses a sacred blade, tragedy is what happens. And then he's thinking, right, the enchanted blades have limitless potential, which is why I can't hesitate. And then he recalls Hakuri saying, "You saved me." Okay, so he's kind of trying to come to grasp with the reality of what these blades are and the potential for causing harm and killing people. He's trying to come to like he's wrestling with that. Why he has responsibility to make sure the blades don't fall into the wrong hands. He's also trying to come to terms that him possessing the blade will only lead to deaths of people. And so far, that's what has happened. Granted, he's only killed bad guys so far, but the result is inevitably the same. So he's trying to think about something. I don't know what he's going to say, but let's go. Um, and then the sumo guy goes, Hyuki, it's coming. And then Shiro says, I won't hand it over to anyone. To defeat evil and protect the weak, I have to master this. So Shiro has made a decision. He's like, yes, these sacred weapons are dangerous, but that just gives me more motivation to master it so that I can control the outcome and also bear the full responsibility of these blades being a reality. Shout out to Shiro. I like his conviction. I have to master this. Time to burst through. I wonder if he's gonna beat Yuki though. I doubt it. It's still early in the chapters, and Yuki was introduced as a very strong female character, so we'll see. He throws an attack, and then Hiyuki blocks on the defensive with the ribs. Very cool panel. This artist is the mangaka is pretty good at drawing. I'm gonna give him that. I don't know if it's a him or a she, but whoever the mangaka is. According to Kazane Hagirawa and the others, were mowed down by lightning high speed, and this is the high speed that killed that. Okay, it's this speed is beyond what I imagined. So Hyuki is doing some self analysis on how Shihiro is fighting. So Shihiro is moving really quickly. Okay, I don't like this for Shihiro. When a character is that composed when being faced with under overwhelming pressure, it usually means that character is on another level. So I don't know how this fight is gonna go. My guess is Shiba is gonna intervene because I don't think plot armor saves him here. I don't think it's one of those scenarios, but let's keep reading. He intends to keep releasing fire so I can get close, but the wait, he just said he. So Hiyuki is a he. Okay. I'm confused. He intends to keep releasing fire so I can get close, but there's an opening. And then the sumo guy says it's a trap. So basically what's happened is he surrounded himself with fire and left an opening that Shiro could see to attack through, and Shiro is gonna bite the dust. Like this is chess. Yuki is playing 4D chess, and Shiro, I guess, is just not battle hardened enough with enough experience. And I think this might be a bad next panel. Let's go. Yuki grabs the sword. Okay, sword grab. The sumo guy laughs. But then Hyuki is like kind of puzzled, like shocked. She goes, or he goes, it's a he, his short sword. And then Shihiro says, I knew how a strong fighter would respond. Okay, so Shihiro knew it was a trap. Ooh, okay. He switched the blades and let him catch it. Okay, never mind. Shiro is in it. Shiro is like he knows what's good. And now Yoshiro is cold. He's going for the head of Yuki. I don't think that's gonna work, but let's see. You little punk. She tapped the blade. Excuse me? Wait, so the sword lands cleanly on her head. The flame bomb person is a girl, and the author of the story is a man. He started this man. Thank you so much, Anime All Day TV. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because she looks like a girl. The character design looks like a girl. So thank you so much. I appreciate that clarity. Thank you so much. So it is a girl. Thank you. It was a mistranslation, and the author of the story is a man. He says, Manga. Appreciate that. 23 or 24 years old. Oh, it's sick, 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 sick. Okay. Hyuki catches the attack with her head, the sword with her head. This is insane. You little punk taps the sword, and then Flamebone comes, kind of like attack. It's like he could have dodged that. He did that on purpose. Okay, so she could have dodged that. She did that on purpose. Okay, I have to remember it's a she. And then kind of drops like a Flamebone attack from the top, and Shihiro evades it. I told you, stop it with the lukewarm crap. So Hyuki is still trying to get the best out of Shihiro, and it goes, I'm fully prepared to kill you. Don't you dare hit me with the flat of your blade. Okay, so that's why she was able to defend it with the blade. Gotcha. I can't do this unless you come at me for real. My life has to be on the line too. Ooh, okay. Okay, Hyuki's giving me like Kenpachi, like Zaraki vibes. I love this. Like she's giving that. I love characters like Kenpachi, Mariolonia. Like she wants to feel the heat before she goes all out. Because you know what she said about him being a weakling. So she wants to see like she wants a justification to go all out. She doesn't want to just okay, this is cool. I can't do this unless you come at me for real. My life has to be on the line too. Okay, I'm getting excited. Freaky. That guy's still on the ground, by the way, from one punch from Flaybone. He's still on the ground, Hakuri. And then Sumo guy just there giving ad libs. Freaky. I love this Sumo guy. And he goes, come at me for real. Come at me for real, in quotes. Hiyuki, you are nuts. So getting sliced in the head. No, clearly she does want all the smoke. It's actually say, come at me for real, Hiyuki, you're nuts. Sumo is thinking because it's like, come at me for real? Hiyuki, you're nuts. And then, Sumo guy is thinking, he is a good guy. We told him it's my sorcery that's sealing off the space. But even so, he hasn't come after me, even though I was prepared for him. Ooh, okay. Is it because he can't? No, that's not it. He's not an idiot like that other guy. He's trying to meet Hiyuki's challenge head on. I have no interest in killing you. He's giving it his all. That's admirable. Honestly, he's cool. Sumo guy is really fanboying over Shihiro. Honestly, I don't blame you. Shihiro is a very cool character, at least so far in the series. And Hiyuki right now, even though you're sensing it to some degree, you've lost it, blinded by your own position and pride. Damn you. I can't kill you if you don't come after me with real intent to kill. You're really pissing me off, seriously. I'll kill you. That's a contradiction. Which is it? Sumo guy says, which is it? Like, are you gonna kill me or not? Riku, spinal column. Okay, this is the first time she's using a new move. All this while she's using the rib cage. What's the spinal column? Okay, Shiro looks concerned. Spinal column. He's serious. She's serious about killing this dude. Oh shoot. Okay. Uh-oh, he's gonna pass out. So that's Hakuri on the ground. Hiyuki, the force field's gonna break. Oh, spinal column is that strong? Okay. What? Riku, cancel that. Okay. Looks like Hero has been saved by plot armor here. Because the spinal column move that she tried to use destroyed the domain expansion or the sorcery space that the sumo guy created. I still don't know his name. Maybe they showed it and I just didn't read it. And she goes, oh. And then she's about to collapse. Sumo guy catches her. Tafuku, where did he go? He grabbed the moron and got out. Oh, Tafuku is the sumo dude. There we go. Tafuku, where did he go? He grabbed the moron and got out. Why did the spell break? Because the dopey one passed out. Oh, what? But I didn't hit him that hard. Yeah, you were holding back. That guy was super weak. That's crazy. Oh my god, that was a beautiful. See, I don't mind plot armor when it makes sense. It was introduced in the beginning of the battle that if the one person is taken out, the space breaks. And since that guy willingly entered the battle, he became part of the challenge. Like he was a challenger. So when he was attacked, although he was conscious for the most part, for us to have this dialogue and this little like tete-a-tete and a little back and forth to see a little bit about Hiyuki and what Shiro can do now, we know for a fact, at least at this point in the series, my intuition is telling me if that fight goes on, Chihiro doesn't survive it. So it was a very good cop out from the outside. I have no problems with that. Plot armor when it makes sense, chef's kiss. This was done perfectly well because I was thinking to myself, how the hell does he survive this? Okay, pretty cool. Why did the spell break? Okay, Dopey one passed out. Cool, cool, cool. You were holding back. Cool, cool, cool. All right, Tafuku says, so what now? And then Iyuki goes, duh, we know what they're after, so we go after it. So now they're gonna go to Shinushi. Ooh, that Rakuzashi auction is gonna be crazy. Is this gonna be like a tuning exam type of thing or like a Phantom Troop auction thing? I'm thinking this is gonna be one of those arcs of this series. But it's just chapter 21. Can it really be that hype? Oh my god, this manga is awesome. It's gonna be wild this year. Oh, it is gonna be wild if you're gonna show up. Ooh, this guy looks bad news. So there's this new panel, and they've introduced a new character again. Kyora Sazanami, head of Sazanami family, lead auctioneer of the Rakuzashi. Okay, I already know the rest of Sazanami are a bunch of evil folks, except for Hakuri, who was banished from the Sazanami clan. And evil guys in manga tend to be very strong, and his character design is telling me bad news. You do not want to smoke with this Kyora guy. After all, the headliner this year is unprecedented, the Shinoshi Enchanted Blade, wielded by that master swordsman in the war. That master swordsman. That's very mysterious. Who is that master swordsman? Unequaled even amongst the six sacred blades, it's the sublime masterpiece of Kunishige Rokuhira. That's Shihiro's dad. But because of its eternal contract, its true value is untouchable, at least for now. It doesn't matter what sort of commotion arises, we'll protect the Rakuzashi auction as always, but, well, I do feel a bit nervous. Okay, so let me go back. What's his name? Kyora. I'll probably forget that name. All right, so he's in the empty auctioning room. The main attraction is there. There's kind of like a little cage thing, like a seal that's going to drop down to close it, I'm assuming. And it goes, I do feel nervous about it. And then there's like a little panels of Shihiro, Akuri, uh, Iyuki, and Tafuku. I remember those names. Let's go. I'm terrible with this stuff, man. It takes me a while to remember names, even in real life. I have to like hear the names over and over again. But okay, next panel, Shiba, what's his name? Hiyuki, sorry, Akure is crying, the Sazanami outcast, and Shiba is like, "Wow, what a story, Shihiro. I had no idea. So that's why you're trying to get the Shinichi back." Oh no, sorry, that was Hakuri talking and crying because of the story here, and Shiba's just looking so unimpressed. I like, who's this guy, bro? And Hakuri goes, "Damn, even your destiny is so samurai." He's not a serious person. This guy's not serious. This Hakuri guy, but I love it. Um, what's that supposed to mean? Shiba says. Chihiro, you're really back. Aw, I'm so happy to see the little girl smiling. The girl that's been experimented on this all this time. I love this arc, but this manga, the art and the writing keeps getting better and better each arc. I can see that. I can see that, and I love it. Like this is in recent times one of the best reads I've had. Obviously, I'm reading One Piece still, but you know what I mean. Like just in terms of novel like mangas, I'm very happy about this. And I just stumbled upon it by accident. I think I saw a YouTube short by Manga Nimis. I don't know if you follow that guy on YouTube. He's really good. And I saw him talking about Kagurabachi. Also, this arc is from 19 to 44. Oh wow, it's a long arc. Okay. I'm gonna have to stream a bit more frequently to catch up with this because I'm noticing that my streaming schedule is a bit too slow because I need to finish or at least be on par with the weekly or monthly releases or whatever, however they release this, so that I can keep up with the anime. All right, little girl's happy. Shihiro, you're really back. Welcome back. Thanks for looking after Char Hinao. So Shihiro's thanking Hinao for looking after Char. No worries, had nothing better to do. This is the state of the cafe. There's a big hole currently under reconstruction. Shihiro, I'm getting better at healing. Let me see your arm. Let me try and fix it for you. Shihiro says, thanks, but before that, could you fix his face? He's just like putting eyes and crying because of the story Shihiro told. That's so funny. Who's that? He's a mess. Who is he? Shihiro, you sure about telling this dude all that? Can we trust his Sazanami? Shihiro goes, he's not a bad guy. He really isn't. Like he's shown his context of character, and to me personally, I trust him completely, just from a like a viewer looking with no information. When I was under attack by Flamebone, he took the hit with his own body. And then Shiba goes, I see, so he's a good guy. And then Shah goes, I'll heal him. Okay. Glad you're okay, Shiba says. Thank you, Hakuri. You sure are a mess, he now says. The Shinushi is in the storehouse, Hakuri reveals. Father calls the Sazanami clan storage space the storehouse. So my guess is Kura is his father. Father calls the Sazanami clan storage space the storehouse. Father, Chihiro repeats. He's the head of Sazanami clan, Kura Sazanami. Yeah, that's what I thought. All of the Rakuzashi items are kept in the storehouse. The Shinushi must be there too. So we go there, Shihiro says. But I don't know the storehouse's location, Akira retorts. Every member of the Sazanami family has been in the storehouse, me included, but even though we've been there, nobody knows its location. That must be sorcery, except for my father, our leader. That must be some sort of sorcery. Oh, that makes me actually more scared of Kura. What kind of ability is that? Like, I can lead you to a place and you still don't know the location of the place. Excuse me? Ugh, my head hurts. It's your own fault, Hiyuki. You and your weird pride. It was that jerk's fault for being so cheeky, Hiyuki replies to Tafuku. Tafuku Mihara. Hiyuki Kari. Oh, I guess it's like authentication for them to get access to wherever it is they're trying to go to. Must be like a place hidden in plain sight. Somewhere below Tokyo. Hold up. Oh, that's pretty cool. So when they said that, I guess sorcery made them disappear into like a underground elevator. Wait, what? That transition was weird. This is why I need anime sometimes because I can't understand manga. But when they mentioned their names, they kind of disappeared and started descending down an elevator, I guess. Anyways, now they're in the Kabunabi space. Well, well, it's unusual for you to come in unbidden. What happened to your assignment, Hyuku? Some old guy with a long beard. We made contact with Chihiro Rokuhira, but he got away. My apologies. I feel truly pathetic. What happened? Tafuku was with you, right? How could someone slip away with your powers? Good question. Sorry, there was some interference. It was a fluke. Next time, he's dead. Yeah, that. So technically, even though Hakuri isn't that strong, he literally saved Chihiro's life. Still, you came all the way here just to tell me that? Old man says. Of course not. We came to find out about the plans for the Rakuzashi. We're going to recover the Shinichi, right? Yes, but that has nothing to do with you. Oh, yes it does. Yuki replies. I'm going to the Rakuzashi too. Shihiro Rukihira is after the Shinichi also. In other words, we need a joint plan to grab both the Shinichi and the Seven Blade. No, we're not grabbing it. What? To get the Shinichi back, we don't need fighters like you. We are going to bid on the Shinichi. Oh, okay. I mean, that's one way to do it. Yeah, no powers, but that durability definitely safe. True, true, true. I agree. The Shinushi's owner is under the strict control of the Kamunabi. We can't afford to act hastily. That's not the issue. The Rakuzashi, the Sazamis are the kind of vile lives that perpetrate human trafficking. When we retrieve the Shinushi, it's our chance to bust the whole affair. But you want to pay money to get a hold of the sacred blade? You're just encouraging the auction. Okay? So I say, calm down, Yuki. That's a valid opinion. Even among the top brass, the opinions are split. If we go to war with the Sazanami family, even the Kaminabi won't emerge unscathed. And we can't afford that, right? The Kaminabi have the owner, the criminals have the sacred blade. At the moment, we're stuck in a deadlock. Under the circumstances, if we invest a large sum of money, then yes, we are succumbing to evil, but only for a moment. If we can retrieve the Shinoshi without losing a single member, it will be worth it. Interesting. Now, that's an ethical conundrum because now you're getting your hands dirty. and they're going to be human beings that will be sold. So what this is telling me is that the Kamunabi are not beyond bending the rules to achieve what they want. So they're not like completely good guys. It's kind of like they're like a gray area, gray guys. I mean, I get the logic, but yeah, she has a sense of justice. She would actually get along better with Shihiro. I'm assuming. Well, don't tell me anything, but I feel like she would get along well with Shihiro, and I think she might actually defect eventually. But that whole shady, that's a bit shady. I get it. Like I get where they're coming from. The logic is sound, but they're willingly sacrificing a bunch of people just because they don't want um the blade to fall into the wrong hands, when in reality they could risk their lives to save those people and get the blade. Considering how strong Hiyuki is, I'm assuming there'll be other Kaminabis that of that same level. Yeah, you're going to lose some of the Kaminabis, but it's for a good cause. Isn't that the whole point of the Kaminabi? Anyways, all right, cool. That's where they are at. And then Tafuku is thinking the Sazanami have all undergone intensive training in sorcery since childhood, but it's not just that. They're all prepared to sacrifice themselves to protect the Rakuzaichi. I appreciate that anime all day. If we go to war with the Sazanami family, even the Kaminabi won't emerge unscathed. It's annoying, but they have a point. It's true, they do have a point, but it's just, I don't know, man. Bending the rules like that is crazy. Okay, now they're showing Kura, but he doesn't have the mask. He had something in his over his eye last time. Now he doesn't. Um, we just finished the Rakuzaishi run through. Yes, no problem. How are things on your end? Yes, I couldn't help but wonder. Okay, he's having a phone call. I don't really understand the context. The Sacred Blades. You have the other four, right? The other four? Excuse me? As for the Shinushi, you aren't just putting it up for auction to make money, are you? What are you plotting? I can't reveal that. But don't worry, we won't put the Rakuzashi in peril. The only real concern is the seventh sword, right? Kira interjects the mysterious caller. You seem unconcerned. Kira replies, do I? Well, it doesn't change the goal. And then mysterious caller says, can you win in a fight against the sacred blade? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not that arrogant. Okay, see, all of this is reinforcing what I thought about Kira. He's a very smart and potentially very strong guy. Exactly, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's literally a person I thought about. Because what are the rules? Because the thing is, it adds up. Like if you keep bending the rules. I don't know if you've ever watched or read Fate Zero, the main character. I finished it, so you can discuss that. But if you ever watched Fate Zero, right, at the very end when he was like about to get the Holy Grail, blah blah, all those little like rules he bent, they added up, and you could see why what this government or whatever this group of people are doing right now, while it may seem logical in the moment, in the long run, it really isn't. What Yuki is suggesting is actually not the easy choice, but the right choice. But yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But Shinichi won't pass into the hands of dissidents. Oh, he's speaking like real bougie here. This guy's like definitely elitist. I can see why he banished Kuri. The Sazanami estate. Oh, father, you're home. Goes, I'm back. I'm going to do a bit of meditation. Bring my shisen tea in precisely 10 minutes. Oh, they're rich, rich. The Sazanami estate is a real estate. Damn, look at the living room even. Okay, so these guys are rich, rich. That's the whole point. The mangaka is trying to illustrate it and let us know. Remember, they stole. It was. It was them. Wait, it was them. Oh, damn. Trust me, sometimes when I read manga, I'm not joking when I say I have manga dyslexia. But thanks for reminding me of that. I didn't know it. I saw the panel, I saw that and everything, but I didn't know it was there. I remember reading this. I just, anyways, whatever. Thanks for reminding me about that. Oh yeah, they're definitely like a bit shady. Every villain is a hero in their own story, so they must think they're doing the right thing to some extent. But no, the entire grounds of this estate are protected by a force field. Only members of the Sazanami clan can detect it, let alone set foot inside. No, the people was okay. Thank you. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Because the thing with me is right when I read manga, sometimes okay, thank you. That makes more sense because that's what I thought. I was like, it wasn't the Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. It wasn't the Kamunabi. Right. So when they said all four, so okay, and that's the folks Shihiro is looking for. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, I appreciate you so much. So much. You have no idea. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Okay, we're back. The entire grounds of the estate are protected by a force field. Only members of the Sazanami clan can detect it. Honestly, this is how I would be reading manga if I didn't have anybody around. Okay. Let alone set foot inside it. Okay. Only members of the clan can detect it, let alone set foot inside it. Shiba and Shiro are inside. That's why he was talking like that. At first, he was just talking to an empty room, and now they've revealed that Shiba and Shihiro are in the living room. Okay, interesting. Kira is giving my line of work. I'm adept at appraising quality. He's looking at the demon, the blade, so he knows that's the seventh sword. What a surprise! I was just speaking of that sacred blade. You'll answer questions, nothing else. Shiro is so cold. I love that. What I like about Shiro is that he doesn't care who he's facing. He will speak his mind. Where's the Shinichi? Oh my god, that's so cold. It's like you'll answer questions, nothing else. Where's the Shinichi? He's talking to the head of the Sazanami like this though. The Kira goes, "If I tell you, will you leave?" And then the mask appears. Okay, okay, okay. Because I noticed when he was making the call, that little mask thing wasn't in his eye, but now it's appeared again, which means has something to do with sorcery. Aha! Probably has something to do with how he can find where the Rakuzashi storehouse is kept. Okay, there's a lady, I don't know if that's his wife or maid, making the tea that I requested for in the last chapter, because now I'm currently on chapter 23. Okay, so just showing all of that is if I tell you, will you leave? Mask on. Easy there. This isn't a fighting stance. The Kira guy says, okay, I'm not interested in a head-on conflict, Kira says. Then tell us where the Shinushi is. Wait a moment, Kira says. I heard rumors of a seven blade. It's an honor to see it in person. Its blade pattern and sheen, it almost looks like a decorative piece, but it's clearly the work of Rokuhira, which must make you Shihiro Rokuhira. Okay, very insightful, very clever man. I can tell already just from the few panels I've seen about Kira. Given your possession of that sword, it seems highly credible that you are his son. Okay, he's pissed that up. He even knew Shiro's name. Shiba's thinking, did the Kamunabi leak it? Something stinks here. That aside, faced with an enemy wielding a secret blade in his private chambers, this guy is eerily calm. This guy's I feel like this guy's greatest strength is going to be his intellect. It's going to be like some sort of villainous shikamaru or something. Okay, they've moved on to a different panel. This is, I guess, it's sometime before they entered the estate of Sazanami. So Hakuri is here just being Takashi 69, just spilling the tea and snitching on his family. Well, I guess it makes sense. Only my dad knows where the storehouse is. I guess the only option is to ask him directly. I'll tell you everything you need to know, but if you're going to approach my father, watch out for the toe. The toe. Okay, the Sazanami Clan Special Defense Corps, known as the toe. It consists of the top four fighters of the Sazanami clans, 50 sorcerers. Their main function is to protect my father. Interesting. So he's got like personal bodyguards or henchmen. Well, this makes sense. So Hakuri was probably the reason why they were able to go through the force field to enter the estate. I know he is already different from the first villain, 100%. Cold, calm, calculated. That's a dangerous opponent. All of the Sazanami children revere them, but they are way beyond my reach. My older brothers are strong and scary. He shows no sign of even in summoning the toe. Shiba is thinking to himself, so this is the present time. If they show up, you can tell them to chill. They're your family, right? He's talking about Hakuri. Hakuri is like, no. If they found me now, they'll kill me without hesitation. So this is still in the flashback. So the back to present time. After that, we left the boy behind because we were anticipating a battle. If you want the Shinushi, I'd appreciate you doing the proper thing and bidding on it. Okay. What do you mean by proper? The Shinushi is my dad's. Ooh, he literally reveals where the Shinushi is, and Shiro is looking at it. It's behind a glass, all chained up and stuff. Don't touch it. I don't think that's smart. There's like a string. Shin, and he's thinking to himself. Now he has a flashback to his father. It's just a preview. You can't touch it. Okay, because I was like, The fact that it's already there in plain sight, that's kind of crazy. Currently, I'm using my sorcery to project images of a few of the items in the storehouse. Aha! So that is how people can be in the storehouse and not know how to get there because he can manipulate space and what you see. Oh, that's a powerful. And I guess he wears that thing to maybe be able to decipher what's real from what is not real kind of thing. To project images of a few of the items in stores. That's the masterpiece. Nothing is of more value than life. The Shinoshi has stolen countless lives and should be valued accordingly. That's such a twisted thing to say. Yo, the Sazanami are really low lives, aren't they? If you are Rokuhira's son, don't interfere. Thanks to Kunishige Rokuhira's death, it's guaranteed that no new sacred blades will be born. The silhouette of the market is clear. Finally, the Shinoshi will be valued appropriately. Okay, Shiba goes like that, and Kyora immediately detects it. I don't know what the next panel is going to be. Enough. Hand over the Shinoshi. Blade aimed at Kyora's neck. And then Kyora goes, or else you kill me? Question mark. Yes, where's the real sword? Where's the storehouse? Well, where? That's tricky. One might say it's inside of me. It's inside of you. Inside. Okay. Another image. Now the full picture. The storehouse doesn't actually exist. It's a sort of subspace created by sorcery. I suspected that much. Oh, okay. So that I knew that's what it was all about. And again, I knew that thing in his eye was a key part of it. Authority over it rests solely in the direct descendants of the heads of the Sazanami dynasty. It is a sacred storage space. The specifics of the storehouse. Even though we've been there, nobody knows its location. They're recalling what Hakuri said, casually revealing secrets that not even the Sazami family knows about. What's he up to? Yeah, usually when somebody starts revealing secrets like that, it might be because he's confident that you're not going to leave to tell anyone about it. It's impossible for outsiders like you to set foot inside. Everything that enters and exits lies within my control alone. It's my world, and if I die, the storehouse is to exist, including everything with it. Ooh, I love this villain. He is super smart. That's why he's been calm the whole time, because he has leverage. He knows that they want what's in the storehouse, and his life is the only thing that guarantees what's inside the storehouse being revealed. Now, let us review our intentions. Ooh, checkmate. There's nothing you can do there. I refuse to give you the Shinushi, in which case, you say you will kill me. What about now? Have you changed your mind? Will you kill everything along with me? Oh, this is a dangerous villain. Oh, Kyora is a dangerous villain. That's why he was so calm. It caused so much suffering for so many people. The sellers and buyers are all despicable. Yes, he is super despicable, super intelligent, very a great tactician. I like the character so far, not in terms of the moral side of him, but I like how he thinks. I'm not interested in a head on conflict. He meant that. He knows he stands no chance against a sacred blade, so he revealed the secrets of the storehouse. Quite the bold move. Because that was checkmate, because if they had actually gone all out, he would have died. So he used leverage there to ensure his safety. Then, until you're ready to hand over the Shinushi, we'll just have to rip off your fingernails. Shiba is always about torturing people. Shiba is always ready to torture somebody, okay? He just needs a reason and an excuse to do that. To which I will submit, but for each fingernail, I'll strangle a resident of the storehouse. Something I can easily do. It's my space after all. They are valuable pieces, but it cannot be helped. Their value certainly doesn't rival the Shinushi's. After all, they are replaceable. Checkmate. Hard to know how serious he is. All he's done is show us images. It could be a total bluff, but that's not the point. He knows us. And that right there is the key thing. I love that. You can see all type of different stuff in the stars, armor, weapons, kind of stuff. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see everything in the storage. Um, but that's one big thing about negotiation, right? That was just revealed just now. Shiba said the key thing. He knows us, but they don't know him. And because they do not know him, he has all the leverage and all the pieces. They don't know his content of character. He knows their content of character. So right now, they're at a big disadvantage. This is checkmate, but let's see how this pans out. This is like they're fighting, but verbally. You know what I mean? It's like a verbal joust. We can't gamble with other people's lives. True, Shiba, fair play. Even though you're cold, you're a bit righteous. Now, thank goodness you're both clever and benevolent. It's hard on the heart bearing one's hand. Wait a minute, Shiba thinks. Only direct descendants of the Sazanami. Every member of the Sazanami family has been in the stars. It's impossible for outsiders like you to set foot inside. Shiba is thinking. If he's being truthful about the storehouse, does that mean Hakuri could interfere? I have zero talent for sorcery. My father disowned me. He recalls Hakuri. Seems like a pretty slim hope, Shiba thinks. Let's redraw for now, Shihiro. No, the tables have turned. Ooh, okay, Kiora is about to do something. Oh, the two have arrived. Oh, so now, oh, oh, that was beautiful. You know what just happened here? Kira had, oh my god, this villain is amazing. So Kira had a hunch, right? And he basically figured it out that, okay, let me put my hunch to a test. I know who Shiro is. I know he's a descendant of this guy. I know he's definitely in possession of the seventh sword, right? I need to get that sword, but I cannot win in a fight against somebody with a demon sword. Plus, there's Shiba there as well, another factor that he cannot he cannot think about. So he's thinking to himself, all right, cool. How do I get myself out of this? First, let me leverage what it is I think they're looking for. He shows them what it is and lets them know how it works, let them know how it starts and everything, ensure that he's safe. So now he's guaranteed that in this battle, he cannot be killed, right? Because he has that leverage of where those things are. And then he wanted to see what they'll be willing to play. Shiba threw all his cards on the table, and now that he's known for a fact that they've got nothing else to play, he shows his final move. Checkmate. That is a dangerous villain. That is a dangerous villain. And if these tall guys have even 50% of his intellect, oh my god, chapter. Oh my god, what a series. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. I can't believe it took me this long to read Kagurabachi. What a. Alright, cool. I love their character designs too. Ooh. You burst into my home uninvited, at least leave behind a gift. Oh, now he's trying to get the sword. That's what I said earlier, because he was that was smart. The elite forces first, he drains our desire to fight. Basically, I said all of this, I basically spoiled it for myself. But essentially, Shiba is saying what I just said. The elite forces first, he drains our desire to fight and then takes the offensive. Wait. The top four fighters, where's Soya? Not feeling well. No, that's not it. He's still looking for Hakuri. Oh, damn. When will he learn? Can the three of you handle this? Let's find out. See, one thing I like about these guys is they're not arrogant, okay? It's like, can the three of you handle this and go, yes? It's just like, let's find out. Because they don't know who these guys are, know how good they are. But then, again, another eye thing. Maybe it's like a Sazanami stuff. Something happens to the eye. Wonder how things are going for them. Gosh, I'm worried. Hakuri is thinking in a different panel. How are you in battle? Hakuri says useless. Then you wait here. Just give us info. Hakuri, can you run an errand for me? I can run errands. Cool. I've got to do what I can. Hakuri says. Oh, excuse me. Hey, he runs into Soya. He runs into his older brother. Hakuri, I've been looking for you. Hakuri says, big brother. Okay, that was a crazy end to chapter 23. Okay, chapter 24. Oh my goodness. Um, let's find out those three are still facing Shiba and Shihiro. I think they got this. The two, they all seem experienced, definitely on a different level than the sorcerers at Soldier's Place. Shiba thinks, I'm not interested in a head-on conflict. Oh no, he's recalling what um Kira said earlier. Oh, so you can fight if you feel like it, huh? And then Kira says, that's right. Okay. He's still being calculating. He's like still figuring things out. The two and I can fight even if we're up against an enchanted blade, and I'm fully prepared for the losses we may incur. If it means we can acquire the seventh enchanted blade, then so be it. That's true because earlier on it was mentioned by Hakuri that they will prioritize getting the what should we call it, like prioritize the auction Rekuzashi above all else. And if they get the seven blade, that is another piece that can be leveraged in the auction. You understand now, right? You people have no hope of stealing the Shinichi from us. You people came here as the hunters, but it's actually the opposite. We are the hunters, Kira says. There's no point in fighting. Let's fall back. Shiba was about to escape. Shihiro says, no. Ah, damn it, Shiba. And Shihiro, and your strong sense of justice, I think you should have fallen back here, to be honest with you. And Shihiro goes, Nishiki. So basically, I think Shiba, well, I not think I've seen it before. Shiba can teleport, so he was going to teleport. Shihiro says, nah, goes Nishiki. Now there's a flashback. Shiba's having a conversation with Shihiro. Seems like the Kamunabi are going to participate in the auction for the Shinichi. Are you sure Azami will be okay? He's thinking he's leaking so much info to us. He'll be fine. The Kamunabi is the country itself, okay? They can pour in as much money as they need to. They intend to win the Shinushi no matter the cost. Once the bidding on the Shinushi begins, it's bound to end up in Kamunabi's hands, which must also mean the Kamunabi will be able to wield it. So that's how they want to figure out that they do have the owner of the Shinushi. Why is the Shinishi's box different from all the others? Because it's powerful. This is a flashback to him talking to his father, Kushinige Rokuhira, basically Shiro's dad. Well, Shiro's dad, let's just leave it like that. I'm terrible with names. Father goes, it isn't just powerful, it's different. That's why it requires more security than the other ones. This applies to the other blades too. But wouldn't they all be safer in the Kamunabi's possession? This was Shiro saying that. His dad goes, nah, well, a lot has happened. I'll tell you about it later. The reason it needs to be so secure and the reason we haven't passed it on to the Kamunabi are the same. The Shinoshi is the one sword we can't let anyone ever use again. Ooh, okay. Once the bidding on the Shinoshi begins, it means the thing's bound to end up in Kamunabi's hands, which means we have no choice but to steal it from the vault before the bidding begins. So this whole flashback was to put it into context as to why Shihiro is not doing the smart thing and running away with Shiba because he understands the gravity of Shinichi falling into the wrong hands and he feels like this might be the only chance they have to get it. The problem though is there's still that whole part about the storehouse being Kyora and how exactly are they going to make Kyora give up? You know what I mean? Give it up. That's kind of strange, but we'll keep going. We'll see how that goes. He's about to scrap with the toe. Let's see how that goes. What's the point in retreating now? Even if we regrouped and formulated a plan, there's still too much we don't know about the vault. Running's no good, Shiba. We need to do something right here and now. He doesn't know what it is that they need to do. All he knows is that he's not running, so there's no plan here. Okay, phone rings. Shiba's phone rings. Shiba looks at his phone. Oh my god, the perspective in this panel is crazy. This artist is sick. Hakuri, I've been looking over for you. I've really missed you. You see, when characters start to talk like this, like all nice and everything, you already know they are all about that smoke. Like you already know this guy is strong. Um, okay, the flashback shows him bullying Hakuri. So I don't think there's any love lost there. He tried to jump. Hakuri tried to off himself. Just how strong is this big brother? This guy was about to off. It's like, whoa, hey, watch it. You're really weak. You could die if you fell from this height. And he goes, I'd rather fall. You came here to kill me, didn't you? Since I ruined the merchandise, right? One thing I like about Hakuri is this, right? He doesn't have the power or the strength or anything, but he's got heart. He's got that dog in him, and I love that about a character. And if by some means, some way whatsoever, he gets power, you already know he's going to be a very good side character, like or good sidekick for the main character. You already know he's going to cook. Since I ruined the merchandise, right? And Big Brother said, "No way, we're brothers, aren't we?" Yeah, I don't believe a single word he's saying. This guy is probably a sadist. I just came to bring you back. Mm-mm. Come on. So yeah, Sazanimi, he's 5 years older than me and one of the two. He loves me sincerely, but his way of showing it is through punching and kicking. What? He does love you sincerely, but he likes to punch and kick you? That sounds very twisted. Come back, Hakuri. I'll talk to father. The only reason you disobeyed Sazanami family is because that merchandise woman tempted you and made you go crazy, right? Well, she's dead now. What the fuck? These guys are sick in the head. Well, she's dead now, so you've woken up, right? What the hell? No, I'm not coming back. I'm no longer part of the Sazanami family. Hey, what gives? Ooh, he grips tighter, gripping his shoulder tighter. Why are you still? You aren't someone who talks back like this. Hey, Akurikun. Seems like it's gonna rain, so I thought an umbrella. Oh, are you busy? Hinao shows up. Oh, I get it. He might think of killing Hinao, thinking Hinao is the reason why he's behaving like. And then he starts crying. You know what this reminds me of? You know that demon? I've forgotten his name from Demon Slayer, the very flamboyant demon that killed. Actually, I don't know if you've gone that far. Anyways, there's a demon from the Demon Slayer, like the what you call the top demons, and he's very flamboyant, uses a fan and everything. He reminds me of that demon. You got tangled up with another bad woman, didn't you, Hakuri? You're being influenced again. Fine then, I'll kill her. So just come back for real this time. He now run. So Hakuri grabs his brother. Now his brother is tapped in the head. Oh my god! Flips. He flips Hakuri over and punches Hakuri to the ground, and he now is like terrified. And then Soya looks at the girl and says, "Give me back my little brother." Nah, he's tapped in the head. And then Hakuri goes, "He's got nothing to do with this. You're the ones who are crazy." Tears are streaming down from Soya's face. No, Soya is tapped in the head. He's actually not okay. He goes, "Hey, come on now. Oh, you ready for story of Demon Slayer? Okay, cool. Yeah, you know the demon I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Let's go somewhere with a little more room." Oh my goodness, he's knocking. Oh, sorry, the switch panel so quickly. See, I'm a bit slow. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a bit slow. Okay. So Shiba teleports there. He goes, "Is this the guy he now?" Never made a connection between those two characters. Yeah, eh? No, honestly, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like he does make me feel like, he's a bit tapped. You know how? Because that demon from Demon Slayer, right? He was genuinely feeling sad about the people he killed. It's like, your existence is so sad, you're so weak, and you're trying so hard. Don't worry, I'll make you. You know what I mean? Like he's a bit twisted, a bit tapped in the head. Like he's literally, yeah. This guy is giving that same vibe. Like he's twisted. Shiba teleports and he points casually, hand in pocket as usual. Is this the guy he now? And then he now goes, "Yeah, that's him." So before he turns around and says, "What?" Shiba grabs his face. "Let's go somewhere with a little more room," and then teleports with him. And now they're in the clouds, like falling down. Yo, Shiba's ability is kind of sick. And then Soya's crying, "Give me back my little brother." And then the right eye, is it right? I guess it's left. It's screen right, I guess. Screen, whatever. This eye. One of his eyes going black. "Give me back my little brother. Hakuri's been in the vault and is still an important source of intel. Sorry, but he's with us now," Shiba says. "Was that Mr. Shiba?" Hakuri says. And then he now replies, "Yeah, because I thought he was with father." Yeah, Shiba has sauce. Like Shiba is giving me Kakashi vibes. I know they don't look alike, but he's really cool. Um, was that Mr. Shiba? I thought he was with father. Well, a lot of stuff happened. So in order to protect Cha, we've implemented a genius system I came up with. All I need to do is let Mr. Shiba's phone ring. Oh, I'm a bit slow. So when they show that panel about the phone ringing, wait, that means oh this is bad. That means if Shiba is here, that means Shihiro is facing the toe and Cura by himself. Oh, that's insane. Okay, all I need to do is let Mr. Shiba's phone ring once, and then he'll come to me using magic. That's genius. Okay, ring, ring, ring. So that's why he teleported. Is coming from Hinao. This is coming from Hinao. Go on ahead. Shiro says, "You got a plan? I'll figure it out." Yo, Shiro's always trying to figure stuff out, brother. You need to be more. You need to plan ahead sometimes. Okay, one thing I love about this mangaka is his ability to illustrate speed, right? Because this is a two-dimensional thing. It's a manga panel. You cannot illustrate speed, but he does a very good job illustrating speed. Like right now, Shiro is battling with the tall guys, and they're all moving super fast, and you can tell simply from the illustration on one giant panel. So Toga goes in the air, no dialogue, no chat boxes or anything. Kira, the father of the clan, is just saying, "Wonder what will happen now." This guy, Hakuri. I guess that's the brother shouting from the sky. It's like all the way in the distance, falling from the sky with Shiba, and he's screaming Hakuri. And now it's like talk to Hakuri on the ground. "Are you okay? Can you stand?" And Hakuri says thanks. Shiba is thinking, here it comes, the renowned Sazanami family fighting technique. They can create and command shockwaves. Iso. Oh, that was the move he was trying to use. Iso. So they all have the same ability, or it's like a variation, but we'll see, we'll see. That's why we're reading this. Iso, he says, and he bounces forward, shoots himself forward in the air. Shiba evades, simple movements, fast reactions. Interesting. So while he evaded the shockwave as Soya was trying to attack, Shiba evades and tries to teleport him, but Soya is too quick. He reacts quickly, turns around and tries to attack Shiba. Shiba evades it, but the shockwave destroys the building behind him. Oh my god, if that had landed, Shiba would have gone bye-bye. Well, Shiba says, looks like he's the strongest one, but with three guys close to this one, their dad with his mysterious vault, even with an enchanted blade, Shiro could be in trouble. It's better if I bring this guy back and fight 5 on 2. I love that analysis of the fight there. See, that's why I like Shiba. Shiba with the brains. Okay, they're going at it so far. So this is his enchanted blade. The dad is just analyzing and downloading. Father, 2 blades. Okay, they keep pulling weapons out of nowhere. Is this the power of the vault? Oh, so when he said father, 2 blades, then the 2 blades just appears. Oh, this dad's ability is kind of scary. It's like a, it's like when you play video games and you have that little like cache with all your stuff that you store. Like you can pause the menu and then you can select something, but that's just his ability. One of them vanished. They must have used the same sorcery to infiltrate the house. What a convenient form of transport, and yet he chooses to remain here alone. You got a plan? I'll figure it out. So the Kira is trying to decide, analyze Chihiro's decision making and why he opted to stay in this situation when he could have just simply run away. There he goes. You really think you'll get a chance? Dad, something stronger, okay? Come at me. It's just they're just basically asking their father to give them weapons, okay? Using shockwaves to kill my momentum. Okay. Damn. They're really putting pressure on Shiro. Okay, Shiba comes. Okay, now. Oh my goodness. Yo, Shiba moves like Minato. I just realized that. Shiba fights like Minato. So Shiba teleports the elder brother back there and essentially puts him in the line of sight of the other brother's shockwave. So they both essentially attack each other. So he saves Shihiro and in the same moment attacks. Bro, Shiba is next level. Shiba is elite. Hey, how's my timing? Guy's flexing. Shiro says perfect. I say, where did Soya come from? Huh? What's going on? Why am I back home? Just when I finally found Hakuri. That guy from before is back with Soya. So that phone call. And Soya says he found Hakuri. So Kira has pieced it all together that the phone call was why Shiba had to teleport. The circumstances affirmed Kira's suspicions. Oh, when they showed up at my house, the possibility occurred to me, but I didn't want to believe it. It was you, Kira says. You led them there. Wait, excuse me? He just pulled. Also, so this author is a huge Naruto fan, so I can see that. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's true. Like if what you're saying is true, then because he does move like Minato, timing and everything, the speed and everything, decision making, that he does move like Minato. Because Minato, that's one thing about Minato, right? He's one of the strongest characters in Naruto, but he doesn't have any like big Pokemon like the first Hokage, Susanoo, or anything like that. His biggest strength is his intellect and his impeccable timing and his aura farming as well. And I can see all of that in Shiba. The dad says, you led them here and then just teleports Hakuri from his vault. That's strange. Does it mean he could have always summoned Hakuri at any time? Hey, where's Hakuri? Hakuri? Why is he here? Father. Wait, so he could have always just summoned Hakuri but chose not to. But now that he figured out that Hakuri sold them out, I can retrieve at will any item registered in the vault. Yo, this guy's ability is kind of crazy. Just as I summoned the toe, all members of the Sazanami are registered in the ceremony at birth. This way I can protect my children from outside enemies in an emergency. Any sorcerer would easily sense that they were registered, but Hakuri didn't know. Because Hakuri doesn't know sorcery. So, he's your precious informant, huh? Would you like him back? Kira says. He's using his son as a hostage. Yeah, this guy's cold. He'll ask for the sacred blade in exchange. Shiba says, too bad. He's already told us everything he knows. Besides, we barely know him. Do what you want with him. He's bluffing. I'm bluffing, Kari. I'm only bluffing. He's thinking to himself because Hakuri is like, this brother is really selling me out. Nah, I'll leave your family matters alone. That threat won't get you the enchanted blade. You're shaking. You don't want to kill your own son, do you? What are you looking at? My trembling hand? You think I'm hesitating? Far from it. I'm trembling with rage and sadness. This pathetic wretch was born a Sazanami, but he can't even do sorcery. He's useless. Oh, that's cold. Hearing your own father talk about you like that is crazy. He's useless. Worse, he's a hindrance. His life is worthless. Oh, that's cold. But even so, it will sadden me to kill my own son. At first, I thought merely to banish him, but my benevolence was wasted. Once more, he's caused nothing but trouble, and now it seems he's worthless, even as a hostage. So be it. Now, Akira is evil. Calculated, intelligent, interesting, has levels to his personality, and I love him in that sense as a character, but now he's too cold. Wait, as far as I'm concerned, goes, I'm sorry, Mr. Shiba. Sorry, Dad, but Hakuri is worth quite a lot. Shiro says that katana suits you. He's recalling what Hakuri said about him. There's no other way. That guy saved me. Shiro says it's true. In that case, show me what he's worth to you. Shiro says, oh, you're here. Welcome back. I'm sorry. Hakuri says, I'm so sorry. Okay. Wait, hold up. I missed that. In that case, show me what he's worth to you. And then the next panel, they've already teleported safely to a different spot. Oh, you're here. Welcome back. No one's dead, so that's good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hakuri's begging because I guess he thinks it's its fault. The Kaminabi, the flashback to a panel with the Kaminabi, a new Rakuzashi item. For the first time, you've been useful. Hakuri will have the greatest event in history. Oh, so he did give up the demon sword. See, I tell you, guys, bro, I'm telling you, when it comes to manga, I am dyslexic. I don't know what it is, but my brain doesn't brain. But it takes me a few seconds, I'll get around to it. So I figured it out. So he traded the sword for Hakuri. Okay, so now they have all swords. They have the seventh enchanted blade of Kunishige and Shinushi. So the N10 is up for auction. I gotta give props to Kura as a villain, bro. He's effective. He's calculated. He knows how to get stuff done. They got both blades for the auction. That's crazy work. Oh, my lips a bit dry. Ah, whatever. Your special sword, Shihiro, have only been dragging you down. I'm sorry I shouldn't have brought that guy back there. No, I was glad you showed up. If anyone's to blame, it's me for choosing to stay behind. And actually, it's nobody's fault. I'm glad things went exactly as planned. Don't tell me your plan was to give them the N10. He said, yes. Nothing has gone wrong. Hero smiling. Okay, that's good. All right. So I'm going to read one more chapter, so chapter 26. And after that, we're going to finish chapter 27 in the next stream. Chapter 26. Iyuki and Tafuku are apparently in a restaurant having some sort of meal. Tafuku is a real sumo guy who's kind of skinny, but he eats like a sumo guy. There's a huge plate on the screen. I eat a lot of food, but even that's a lot of food for me. So should you really be eating that much? Oh, they they mixed up our orders. Okay, Tafuku says, should you, like Hiyuki, really be eating that much? Hiyuki goes, I'm going to slaughter that guy. I need to charge up on spaghetti. Hiyuki, it's gotta be spaghetti, huh? Tafuku replies, hey, by the way, shows him a picture. And then Hiyuki goes, why? And then Tafuku says, beats me. To make money? I don't know, but it's him. I doubt he's after money. Also, why are you so nonchalant about it? You should have told me right away, Hiyuki says. I'm sorry. What's he plotting? So I'm assuming he just showed her a picture of the new auction item, which is N10, the seventh sword that Shihiro possesses. Right now we don't know, like they didn't say explicitly, but you can kind of put one and two together. Never mind. My manga dyslexia kicks in again. There's literally a big bold black line that says new Rekuzashi auction item N10, the seventh enchanted blade. Alright, whatever. That's exactly what he was showing her. Recon. At this point, we only have a few hypotheses about the storehouse. One, Hakuri might have the power to interfere with it also. This is Shiro talking. And now he has a flashback. 26 is actually a good stopping. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. Hakuri is thinking about is actually thinking about the conversation Kira had. If I die, the storehouse ceases to exist. The Sazanami clan are devoted to protecting the Rakuzashi with their lives. Okay. If he risks his life for the Rakuzashi and gets killed, the storehouse disappears and the Rakuzashi is done for. Exactly the opposite of their goal. Ooh, Shihiro playing 4D chess. Even if he has a backup plan in case of an accidental death or natural causes, he definitely has insurance set up. But without knowing how much Kira was telling the truth, we can't be sure. Ah, what a bummer, Shiba says. It's possible that the stars exist somewhere in the real world and they're just transporting weapons from there. Totally possible. Bro, I just love how thought out everything is. It does something to my brain. It feeds some sort of itch, like it scratches some sort of itch in my head. This is why Hunter x Hunter is my favorite manga, right? Because it's the same idea. I love sometimes Togashi can be a bit, but for the most part, it's the same idea. Like I love when everything is carefully thought out. Now Shiba says it's possible that stars exist somewhere in the real world and they're just transporting the weapons from there. Totally possible. Right now, there's a million possibilities. To narrow them down, we need to do some recon and get a better grasp on the storehouse. Recon, Shiba repeats. If it works, it's a great tactic. Does the enchanted blade have a recon function? Talk about fully featured. Fully featured, it's not exactly a function, more like a side effect. The goldfish are a manifestation of my spirit power. I can move them freely like an arm or a leg. Yes, theories and strategies, not just trade. Exactly. Yeah, I love that. I enjoy that so much. The goldfish are a manifestation of my spirit power. I can move them freely like an arm or a leg. Oh, so that's why he let them have it. So he was always going to let them have it. It's just that was a perfect situation to make it seem like he had no choice. Because if he just gave it willingly, then Kira would have tapped and figured it out that there's probably a reason why he did that. I love this series, man. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I found this. I can also get a general sense of their surroundings. I'll often send them ahead into enemy territory to scope out the area. The girl goes, "Oh, I get it. Sure." He says, "I get it. But can you activate the goldfish remotely?" And he says, "I gave it a try after I heard the report from the Hagirara troops that Sojo cast May remotely." So that's where I got the idea from Sojo. Shiro is so smart. Cloud Geyser retrieved, so they said, and then I remember because they retrieved Cloud Geyser with their plan, but then he did May, and even though they were in possession of it, it's still activated. I forgot about that. See, everything is carefully thought out. That happened a few chapters ago, but that's relevant now. Beautiful. It's not that hard. I just have to charge it up with my spirit energy before I let it go. And then poof, they're showing like a little illustration of how it works. When the energy runs out, it doesn't work anymore. But Sojo was within 100 meters or so. We have no idea where the stars is. Will it work? He says, I'll try. I'm not sure, but in any case, we would have been at a dead end. This is a necessary risk. Shiba's thinking still, it's a huge gamble. Kid's got a real poker face given the stakes. I'm shocked. Gives me the chills. Shiba's thinking to himself. You good with this, Shihiro? I can't say it was easy to let go of it, but Hakuri was the deciding factor. So he was always considering that as a plan, but not his main plan. He was unsure, but since I was captured, he had to risk it. Akuri is feeling bad. Oh, I can't wait for Akuri to get strong, man, so he cannot so he doesn't feel like he's a burden. Because I really like this character. I like his personality. He has a good heart. He's got some stones on him. He's brave. I like his character. He has everything but power. He's not a coward. He must be feeling pretty bad about this, Shiba's thinking. Plus, his life is worthless, basically recalling what his dad said about him. I don't know the whole backstory, but his own father was ready to kill him. Hakuri must be shattered. Hakuri, want to get some ice cream? Shiba is so funny. That's his answer to everything. If you're sad, get ice cream. And hey, I cannot argue this, okay? If you're sad, ice cream is a very good go-to thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm good right now, Hakuri says. Thanks. Probably too sad to eat ice cream. And of course, Shah is like a freeloader. I want some. The little girl. Yeah, yeah. Um, and now it seems he's worthless even as a hostage. Sorry if I wasn't such a burden. That's him recalling the words his father said. Sorry if I wasn't such a burden. Shiro says, you helped me make the move, even though I wasn't sure. That katana suits you. Hakuri is thinking. You gave me the confidence to let it go. I love Shihiro, man. I love Shihiro. All right. I realized that no matter what happens, it's still mine. And then Shiva goes, you did it? It's like, yeah. You gave us general information, but with recon abilities, we can ask more specific questions. and you're the only one who can answer them, Hakuri. We're counting on you. Hakuri is now like, got it. See, now that's how you cheer someone up, Shiba, not with ice cream. Got it. Now he's got new conviction. And then Shiba is thinking, what a guy, that Shihiro. Yeah, what a guy. Like, that's how you cheer someone up. Beautiful. So we are going to find out how to infiltrate the storehouse. Kura, so he can go inside as well. Kura, I think Kura senses his presence. Wait, can he see through the eyes of the fish? Okay, Kira senses the fish, turns around, but then Shihiro moves the fish to a different location. And then Kira goes, I thought I saw something. Okay. Chihiro Okihiro, I can't imagine you give up the ending without a plan. At the very least, it wasn't hopelessness that I saw in your eyes. But a business deal without risk is boring. Honestly, I look forward to seeing your next move. If I can protect the enchanted blades until the auction, I win. Kira says the head of Sazanami clan is impressed with Shihiro, and he knows for a fact that he has a plan and is looking forward to what happens. So he still doesn't know what it is, but because of the excitement of the challenge, he's saying, bring it on. So now the panel cuts to Shihiro in the car driving, Hakura at the back, no dialogue on the panel. And there's a box here that says, it's so calm. I guess it's the calm before the storm. Most years, some dumbasses raise a ruckus and get themselves killed by security. Everyone's on edge. I guess these are the guys that go into the auction. Giving what's up for auction, Enchanted Blades, two of them, but they are the headliners, right? The Enchanted Blades won't make an appearance until after dark. No point getting all tens this early. So these are a bunch of further characters just talking about what's happening in the auction, probably just a tool for the mangaka to give us a sense of the atmosphere. I doubt it will stay this calm. It's going to be a rager tonight. Okay? Rakuzaishi, November 8th. Doors open at 11, auction at 12. Okay, the 208 Rakuzashi. Damn, that's a huge auction house. And that's the end of the chapter. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Anime All Day. And for anyone who popped out and left, thank you so much for hanging out for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will continue the next chapter 27 sometime this week. I'm going to try to do this more frequent. I've been doing it once a week, but I realize mathematically, because of the amount of chapters in this series, it's like what, 121? Like that doesn't quite cut it. So I'm trying to do this more frequently. Maybe tomorrow, but sometime this week. I have a 9 to 5. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm trying to balance a lot of things out, but I love this manga, and because I've started reading this on stream, I will finish it on stream. Thank you so much, Anime All Day, and everybody else that popped up. Appreciate it. Please leave a like, all that good stuff, all the YouTube stuff that helps us small YouTubers grow. But yeah, do really appreciate you guys. Like, I appreciate you, Anime All Day, for hanging in. This is the first time I've had this since I started this. It really means a lot. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. All right, so. I'm kind of an onk when it comes to this stuff, but I'm going to end the stream right now.